And welcome back. It is a beautiful Friday morning out, but it's a fun Friday. And in with us is Ian Mariano. This guy is the PR person for the Mirage Smart Belize Hurricanes Game 2 today at the Belize Civic Center, 9 o'clock. But you guys lost. You guys lost last weekend, man.
How did
and morning, by the way.
It's a beautiful morning. You know.
I didn't hear any hurricane forecast. For
yeah,
today.
you know.
Well, actually, yes,
Good.
you did. It said that we're having beautiful weather. You notice that only hurricane will bring out the kind of weather what we need for the city. You know what I'm saying? And so once you got the championship breeze, right? You got the victory sunshine.
Yeah.
You put the two things together. Okay, swab up the kind of way there. You get the right kind of mix.
Champagne rain.
You know what I'm saying?
I told you my forecast is true. There's a lot of smack talk coming.
I'm telling you.
Let me take you back though. I gotta say, because in the very beginning, at least we can say this much, your forecast then was that you'd be here in the finals, and you are. The team is here, going up against the ultimate team, because now you guys are 2 for 2, and this is the deciding season.
Exactly, to see who's gonna get that 3. The thing is, first of all, yes, building a team and working with a team actually takes a lot of background.
Yeah.
You know, and what we have done is that we're prepared ourselves, right? So we're not surprised that we're here. We're grateful actually that we have made it. We have had a rather rough season as far as injuries, as far as team management, that type of thing.
Yeah.
You know, and so we're definitely grateful that we're here.
Yeah.
We're not surprised, and when I say I'm not surprised, it's not because I'm being cocky. It's because we are putting the work. You know, once you recognize what your responsibility is, then you're going to put in the level of work that you need.
Yeah.
You know, and when you carry the torch of the city on you, and you know, you have man from Kaya, we're proud of them from Kaya.
Yes.
Man from Key, they run to tell them, I'm a key man, you know what I'm saying? And people from different area parts of our beautiful jewel, we want to jump up on them because you're from here. I'm from city, I'm born and raised here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's why I know.
Yeah.
You know, this is why my heart beat them in able to berry.
Yeah.
You know, and because of that, representing the city is very important to our team.
Yeah.
You know, and so we have made the preparations, and so sometimes when people listen and say, "Boy, this Ballon Braggadocious, they bring it bad, this and that," but they don't understand it's that pride, that city pride. You know,
Yeah.
like you're tired of hearing people talk about in the corner city, "Oh, Kinel," or "Oh, Ligi," or no man, the city is much bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? Like they always try this show and tell you, no, but when a beautiful mountainside, but go deal it for we team. You know.
But Ian, tell me, because I've always found sometimes that the not just in basketball, but in a lot of other sports and activities, that usually the non-city areas can have bigger support from the people.
Well, we were having a conversation before, and it all has to do with the entertainment factor. You know, if nothing go on, if lots of things nothing go on, then year one event can be huge. You know, and it's unfortunate, but that's it. That's the reality. And so at City, you know, we have more work to do as far as getting our fans mobilized and stuff like that. But we embrace that because we understand too that, you know what, there's no time for your ball up, no time for your afraid.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta embrace the challenge. Just like listen, if we get enough people there, then we got more people to part to it when we win. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're looking at. And so, like
you think it's because we have 2 teams in the city, or like if you, what's your analysis of it? I mean, when you talk to people from Kai or Belmont, and listen, there's no dispute that they support their teams.
Their team.
Okay. Well, first of all, the fact that we have another team in the city is not really an issue because both teams actually put in the kind of machinery in order to promote their product. You know, and just a little bit of FYI, you know, for the other districts, you know, they pick our marketing plan for we. You know what I'm saying? Because what we do is that, like I said, when we approach this thing, we never just look on it like a basketball game.
Yeah.
You know, we walk out there and both of the teams actually are doing it. And we look on it like, listen, we do rep the city. Yeah. And, you know, when you rep the city, there's a greater responsibility. Yeah. You know, and the reason why I say that is because the city that we're part of a cesspool there of violence, there's a lot of negativity coming out, and we're challenging societal, you know, socioeconomic issues, you know, actually concentrate in the city. So to actually bring out the gem out of that, to actually bring out the finer parts of that and highlight it, it's going to take a lot of work. Yeah. But it's a work that we embrace because you know what, people ahead of me had to do the work. Yeah. And so when it's now my turn, now time for your ball up, that time for your man up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we do at the Hurricane, we the man up.
So all of that aside, though, you do have your fans, and you have your very loyal, dedicated fans.
Yes, man. It's a love affair. We can't mistake that. We're family. I love them. I miss them. We love them. And trust me, give you an example. We went to San Pedro Saturday, right? And while we went there, the team never lose, right? The team just gain an opportunity to make adjustment. You know what I'm saying?
No matter how you spin it, a loss is a loss.
No. You see,
San Pedro, 1. Hurricane, 0.
Hurricane have an opportunity to make an adjustment. But what actually walks away from the game is that we had a very young fan. He's about between 9 and 11. I'm not sure what his age is, but he's very young. Man, and this dude, he was crying, sobbing, like literally he was, going through the motion. And I was like, so his mom came over, my mom said, you could please talk to so-and-so because, and I think, you're in the moment, you're still hype up. And when I look on the side, this dude, he literally sobbed. And so I was like, okay, yo, this is the responsibility. So I had to go over there, console him and say, listen, what's your name? Tell me what your name. And so I tell him, I say, how would it happen? I say, if you stop crying, I promise I'm gonna carry on my workout this week. Man, and the water works just like really bad. Like, you want to carry me away? And so I told him, I said, yes, I'll take you to a workout. We took him to one last night and he had a little fun, shooting around with the guys. And man, he was just awestruck. But this is the responsibility of the Hurricanes, a franchise like the Hurricanes, because in a society like this, in a moment like this, when you realize that you gotta kind of impact our young man, that's our future. That's the future, I believe, right there. And so if we act bad on the court, or if we act bad outside, we don't know that these young eyes are looking at us. And so that's the responsibility that we put to our young audience. And also that's the kind of pride that we are actually going into tonight's game with, because I guarantee you tonight. I've been saying it all along, Hurricanes in 4. And people are like, you think that? No, you're cocky. No, it's not cocky, it's confidence.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Hurricanes in 4, because at the end of the day, we know that we represent Belize. And because we represent Belize City proper, we got to go out there and make our fans feel proud.
Yeah.
Right? And by golly, that young man now on the ball up the way, he the ball up again.
Well, you know what, Ian, I've got to say kudos to especially for that story. That story is, you don't really hear any sporting club telling you about a story such as that, because we know where our fans are coming from and our young players will be coming from. He's a part of the grassroots system. He will want to be a part of Hurricanes eventually because he finds it. But let's talk about the dynamics at the team, because many a times we put teams together and man just put man together because, you could play ball, and it's not just the playing ball. So talk to us about you guys and about your Hurricane team.
We always, we actually, when our GM was actually putting together the pieces, he came and he said, because, we have people in different roles, and so he came and he was like, you know what, we have 3 starting 5, right? And when he said that, I think, man, listen, I know we're supposed to act, but you're the egg. And so he said, no, he said the key that we're looking for is that we want to go deep. Yes. We want to, one of our strategies is to ensure that we can go deep. We can run, and we can run well. And the idea would be to keep up with us when we meet bigger teams, because some teams they build on mass, right? And some teams are built on legs. Right? And so, for example, like when we met Verdes, Verdes draw first blood. Oh my gosh, everybody, oh my gosh, Red is our win, and then we speaking up too, cuff, you know what I'm saying?
I was
exactly. And then everybody like, and laughing on and punch out the man and say, good girl, and I'm like,
wireless.
You know what I'm saying? So the idea behind it is that's how we're built. We have our starting 5, and when we get through with that, we have our next set, and if you somewhat manage to beat that, then you have our next set coming, and that is exactly how we run. And we have never had a game where we utilize the whole bench, but it's because the two, they're so effective, and once the coach put in the pieces and put the squad together, you will have a challenge keeping up, and that's the reason why I'm so confident about tonight, because for those who really watch the game, they would know that Devin Devin didn't have a superb night that he normally has, and Coupe was like way off.
Yeah.
You know, but these guys, we had wonderful workout sessions, and that same story of that individual, because last time he was chilling out with the two, you know, and so they're looking like, boy, this you know, this are the young boy tell about, so on, so on. So they know that they have this responsibility and they're in that zone, you know, and it's a bad thing when you get them in that zone. I swear it is. It's a bad thing.
But listen, this is do or die for you guys. I mean, it is most critical. It's a most critical win. And, you know, reflecting on what happened in the loss to the Tiger Sharks, what are some of the adjustments that people can expect? You're talking about Devin and Coupe.
Well, reality is that we led most of that game, right? Actually, we had, I think it was like 3 consecutive turnovers. By Coupe, who was not feeling well at the time, right? And he had 3 turnovers, like one after the other, and that's why they made that jump, right? And so that's what people aren't recognizing, that for the whole game, the guys are going to sink us like, really? You know, and then, you know, so that happened. But because he wanted to put his all out there, right, he never did, he did express that, listen, understand the people, like when everybody, like, the first one happened, so, Coupe, you all right? So they kind of pulled him off, you know. But that's because he wanted to play. He plays with heart and soul, you know, and so he was committing everything, and he didn't want to, like, he knew how important that win would have been, you know, for the franchise, and so he was putting his all out there. But we told him, you know, yo, we need you because bigger things coming for him. You know that he has a scholarship. Actually, he has already gotten it. He's going international after this season. I think in August he's leaving. He was recruited. I don't remember the exact school where he went. But
in the U.S.?
So, yes, in the U.S. You know, he did his signing, I think it was in New York. He went and he did his signing for the college out there. And so he has a very, very bright future. And that's what we're telling him. Cool. Yes, we want the finals, but, you know, our aim is to improve the product. You know, and the product actually is getting a youth from the south side.
But of course.
You know, if you walk out and actually have that dynamic story. You know, and so we had to pull him from the game.
So you're going to be home. Which is even more important. Talk to us about what you're putting in place for tonight so that it's going to be that all-rounded experience.
Well, we have our Novanted answers, of course. We also have the entertainment as far as the giveaway from Mirage. We have which is one of our key sponsors. We have the giveaway from Smart. You know, they normally do the telephone and the cards. You know, we also have the entrance. People tend to look forward to the grand entrance. You know, well, John, you have been to the game, so you know exactly what that is all about. You know, and the players, they just want, they're hungry to give back that, because you see, I think we have 2 players that are not city-based. 2 out of the whole roster. So, you know, nice for when you represent Leakai. And you have to walk back a Lake, you just don't lose. Watch out, city people could tease you, Papa. They don't joke, right? And they say when they love me and hug them and say, oh my God, you're the best. You lose a 1 game. What's wrong with you? Somebody, you know ready?
You ready? Cut it.
Check. So these guys, they want to restore that. They want to get that because we have a rubber match actually in San Pedro, because it's a best of 5 series. And so we play tonight and then we play tomorrow night again in San Pedro, right? And so this win is crucial. When this is over with tonight, we're going to be 1-1, and then we're going to take that other one in San Pedro, and then from there we wrap it up to have our victory bash in, you know, at the city, because that's
first of June.
Exactly. You know, so you know, and it is hurricane season.
Hurricane season.
You know, it is hurricane season. You know, so
but how do you keep the team in the right headspace? Because I mean, the pressure is always there.
Well, one of the things is that, and part of our recruiting, it's easy when you have a franchise that is well known, because players don't want to play in front of 2 persons. You know, they want that fun. You know, and so even in recruiting, we let our people know that, listen, whereas we want your talent, you know, if you don't recognize the responsibility to the society, then we're not going to even entertain. You know, and we have had players come through this Hurricanes and leave and come and leave, and we are like, you know, go, because off the court is as important to us as on the court. You know, you're you know, that you got to maintain that brand, and so that is how we keep them focused. You know, because we have young people, obviously. You know, when I come along with stardom, you know, it's no different from what is in the States. The States is only bigger. You know, and so we got to let them know. You know, we speak to them a lot. and we have mature members like we have Keith Superman Acosta.
Oh yeah.
Right, what he does, he's a great role model. And sometimes when the guys that would kind of get out of hand, you know, he's the one that's there to tell them, listen, XYZ, this, you know, he calms them down a lot. We have Marshall Nunes, who works along with the team a lot, you know, and the coaching staff. Everybody, we operate more as on a family level. Yeah. So when I look at those sons go as you know, as an owner and or as a manager and say, you know what, I want so, you know, I could literally reach them on another level and I could say, listen, you know, what they do to me, so on. You know, they would respect that because of the strong bonds that we have built over the year.
Yeah, and there's so many people who love that team. There are so many people who love the sport. Speaking of love the sport, one of the Belize's favorite Puppy Leslie, he's about to step down. You know, this guy is about to retire from it. What do you think it's going to do to the sport? Is it what's your thoughts on that?
If you're going to leave like how Big Pup left, right? What he has done, he loves the sport and he has built the sport. You know, and he has invested time, energy, emotions, everything he has put in the sport. And now he can safely say that he has left it at a better place. A lot of the players that we have on the Hurricanes actually has been a part of his program in some way or form or shape. You know, he actually came from a strong program that's the Christian Ambassadors, you know, where he learned a lot of his value sets from, you know, and his passion for the sports and dedication and that type of thing. Yeah. So that's my advice, man. Listen, when Puppy leaves, Puppy is okay because he has left a legacy, you know. And trust me, Puppy like John, you know, man, I left, but it ain't a DNA, you know.
He's gonna come back, you think?
Exactly. He's going to. I'm expecting Puppy to be back, not on the court, but probably on the court side. You know, and because like I said, he has not really gone. The man loved this thing too much. You know, and but his departure from the on-court experience, he has left his mark. All right. You know, and that you can't take away from him.
So Hurricanes later on going up against. I noticed the ad says something about fish panadas.
Yes, that's what we do. You know, actually, what happened is that after we dealt with Verde so smoothly that the ceviche that we made, you know, we had some extra onions. And so we're deciding to make panades.
To make sauce already.
Exactly. Yeah, you know, we had extra, so we're just utilizing it. You know, so that is definitely going to be there. We're going to be doing our things. All right. And so we have that. Everything starts at 9 o'clock, guys. The ticket pricing remains. It's out there in the ad. You know, for the student, the high school students, I'll be doing the usual, what I normally do. I go around to the different high schools and I give away, you know, to our fans, working on the fan base, that type of thing. And so affording our young people a positive, you know, experience.
If you want T-shirts for later on, you want vuvuzelas.
Everything they rate that Civic downstairs for yesterday. And especially for those who have been ordering for the T-shirt, go crazy, brother. I'm telling you, people, and they're picky because they make you know, I don't want the one who say, just Hurricane. I want to say 2019 finals. You know, so we have those. So let's go down there and make your orders. It's $12. Only $12. You know, you can make purchases.
12 for a shirt, for a T-shirt.
Yes, for a T-shirt.
That's extremely reasonable.
Yeah.
So if you guys should lose tonight, what do you expect the Hurricanes to say, that you got burnt with fish panades oil?
Well, no. First of all, that is not a. If let's say lightning should strike. And the earth would move, and the sun will not rise tomorrow. And we so happens not to have the W tonight. You know, all that means is that it's going to be more historic because it's a best of 5 series. So that would mean that we're just going to sweep them
3 straight.
Yes, you know, and this is another thing where we shy from, and I mean, I love my brother name, but us defenders last year, they came with a beautiful record in it. Diesel, 1-2. You know what I'm saying? You know, Verde score with the CAT. Yeah, what's on this?
1-2.
Anyway, 2. Who you for? You know what I'm saying? So now Tiger score. They are getting SS. Listen. 2 official in.
We got some Tiger Shark fans in here. We're just watching the roll there.
Ooh, man, but yeah.
Listen,
all of the smack talk aside, and I think it's actually quite entertaining too, because that's what fans do.
Yes, that's what we love.
But I think the underlying factor here is it's building back the energy behind the sport. And that's what the NEBL set out to do. That's what when you talk about the little kid who is excited because he has real Belizean role models that he's looking up to and disappointed when things don't go their way, I think is really the essence of what this is all about. So I hope that people come out, that they all get into it with all the energy that you, and I don't can be as energetic as you are, but but it is definitely a great time to follow the sport and to be fans as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So guys, if listen, if you feel the way that I do about your city, if you feel the way that I do about your neighborhood, and if that there is something that needs to happen positive, there needs to be a change, but we don't know exactly what that the change. I want to invite you to invest in something that is positive, something that is 150% authentic Belize City, and this is what our fan base does. When you bring your children out and they see something that is positive for them, what that does is that it impacts them down, because you can use it as one guidance. Like I could tell you, like Marsha, I could call Marsha name because we're okay, but one of the things when she tell her son, if so and so not happy, she love when Hurricane sees when NEBL, I don't know. Because if you don't do this, you're not going to game.
Yes.
All the children get done, And so that is what you have. So for parenting, it helps you with parenting and everything. But the reason why our prices are what they are is because we honestly want to bring that Belizean family experience. So guys, take one few less females, maybe not make that extra purchase, and invest it in the family. Come on out, bring them out, spend some time. And no matter what age, bring them out.
Finally for me, one of the things, and this is the reason why I think sponsorship is very important. I'll tell you why. Look for a Coupe situation. Coupe, your team is sponsored by Mirage, Smart, Belize Civic Hurricanes. All right, so Mirage and Smart. Without Mirage and Smart, probably, of course, the team could have still, but at the same time, because of what they put in, and this is what sponsors always look forward to move people forward. Coupe is a perfect example. Now, signed scholarship. So he's out there seen. And this is the reason why sponsorship is very important. They just helped this guy out to be seen on the national level. And now he will be going to the U.S.
But I want to correct you on Libby.
Sure.
Because what you have done is that you have helped a generation.
Yes.
Because he's not just a guy.
Just Coupe.
This Baleaga family.
Yes.
He has a little daughter and he has a girlfriend. And they live together. They're a unit.
That's a unit.
You know what I'm saying? You have just managed to elevate a whole generation. You know what I'm saying? And so this is what we want people to know, that of course the sponsors, they do a whole lot. And what they have done is that they actually build up these players and they get them to exactly where they need to be. So guys, we need to say thanks to our sponsors, of course. There's a lot, and but one of the biggest sponsors actually is the city, as far as the fan base of the city. Because yes, they might give so much, but when every $10 we spend to come in, trust me, it goes a long way as to keeping the team and creating the image that you guys know.
All right. Well, Ian.
Starts at 9 o'clock tonight.
9 o'clock tonight. Get your tickets, get your bandanas, get your t-shirts, get todos.
Some people on the button down and some people on the napkin with their legal coaching because bananas kind of greasy.
That's the way it is when you deal with this guy. Ian Mariano, thank you, man. We really appreciate your company for this morning to tell us all about the big game for tonight. So it's going to be the Mirage Smart Belize Civic Hurricanes going up against the big bad Tiger Sharks out of San Pedro.
Officially.
We'll see.
So while it's nice like that, Ian, you like Carnival?
I love it.
You like Carnival? Well, I'll tell you what, my buddy, when you get home, make sure that you keep your TV on, because coming up in the next segment, we will be discussing the opening of the Carnival season. So stay with us. We'll be right back.